Hello everybody, this is Spirelli and we're back with the Banner Saga. So I keep saying that we're gonna save everything now, save Aberrang, save the world, stop the darkness. But then it continues and I don't know how long this game is gonna be. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be. Um, but let's just hop in and see how much we're gonna play, and maybe I'm just gonna do a bit longer, maybe it's gonna end up a bit shorter. But it feels like the end is near, doesn't it? Stop the caravan. The ravens reluctantly take the moment to catch their breath. That's Bella on our heels. We can't just ignore it. We all know how this is going to end. You know what happens if we make a stand against Bellow. If the serpent awaits us at the tower, then we have to face it with Bellow at our backs, and that's no option at all. If I'm going to die down here, may as well be against Cassandra. He won't come back. Who's going to take you there anyway? I'll go. Go where exactly? To speak with Bellow. I can speak to him. Perhaps he'll listen. And I'm the only one who can create my own light. At worst, I can distract him for a moment. At best, maybe we'll learn something. Something about Alphonse's willingness strikes us odd. She winks, slyly. If he doesn't want to talk, won't be the first time I've vanished without a trace. We'll meet again up at the road. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this, am I? No. But maybe you have a message you want me to deliver? Tell him I'm sorry. Interesting. I'll try to be convincing. Alphonse consumes a light of her own. Juno watches but makes no move to stop her. I mean, what am I going to say? So these cliffs are homes for the Tretch. Oh, right, because I'm starting to see a lot of movement ahead. It's 0 again, so we need to go to Aberrang and see whether we can buy more time. That's why I thought, like, end is near once again. Hey, 42. If Aberrang's story is written on our tapestry, the etchers are becoming afraid. The menders are dying, a few to the warped, a couple of stray arrows, and mad revolters, one to exhaustion. Zephyr pulls them back to the next set of walls. The noose tightens. Not everybody survived the scramble to safer ground, and you can see the lurching bodies of the fallen just beyond the black veil. Gone, but not dead. This is not good. Okay, there's a lot to do here. Yeah, no renown to buy. Let's talk first. Hogan has propped himself up on his shield to keep from slumming over, but he stands as you approach. Don't stand on my account. You're looking rough around the edges. Speak for yourself. I'm fine. Looks a little embarrassed about snapping at you and looks back into the distance. You ever think you'd make it this far? It's not in us to quit. I guess that's what they're still listening to you. It could have all gone a lot different ways. If you're just checking on how everybody's doing, I appreciate the concern. Nothing to worry about here, though. Hogan goes back to staring quietly into the darkness. How's your family, Hogan? Hanging by a thread, Hunter. Hanging by a thread. Who isn't? All I can do is make sure they eat and don't get killed in this sleep. If I can keep them safe, what kind of man? If I can't keep them safe, what kind of man would I be? I know what you mean. Listen, I know what you've been through. All my words are coming out wrong. Don't take it to heart. Hogan goes back to staring in the darkness. Nothing you want to talk about? Tired of talking. Tired of fighting. I'm just tired of survival. Couldn't get the gods to have done this differently. I guess eat and fear and hate. Nothing stopped them from taking it all away. Smarter people than me haven't answered that one. Feels like being stuck in a bear trap, and I'm tired of it. I don't think there's a point in really asking him what's on the other side, so I'll just leave you to your peace. Take care. Like I said, don't worry about me. Maybe I look rough like you said, but I'm not going anywhere. Not while I can still stand. Okay. Have an ally in that one. So what do we have? We have the wall, the commons, and the houses. I think we first have to check the wall. Come quick, says a bloody guard. He leads you up the wall to the menders, worse for fear. The warp pouring out of the darkness are still mostly Tretch, but now you recognize more and more of them as Aberrang's clansmen, turned into nightmare creatures. Where is, you begin, noticing a pile of dead guards and panicked menders, holding his light against the approaching warp. Here, shouts Odin. On the other side of the mender he broaches without men. Haven't lost any menders yet. You've been fighting them off all the way down the walls, but they're coming a lot faster now. He stepped through a lunging warp, and here's more. Okay, let's win another fight. I got 2 wounded, so I'll exchange them. Uben can go. And maybe the men there would make for a good choice. Let's give them some. Oh, she has 6 points available. He has 10 points available. Wow. I think that was all of them. Promote. What does it cost me? 10, sure. Oh, because he's all the way up. I'll try and have you to resist some strength damage. Oops, can I promote you? Yes. You have a pretty high crit chance. And then let's go. Let's do this. Well, there is not really much to set up, though I definitely want you to be closer. And I want you in the back rows. I guess that's all set up that you can have. That's one of them being and that's you. Hey, don't push me. I push you. And it's you. Doing pretty well so far. You're gonna go and mend her. Yeah, now there's not really much to do. I need to break through. Why is everybody over there? Come on. Don't you all shoot the same thing? That's you. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him. Because he's kind of gonna waste a turn. And that was a crit. So, 2 more horde full life. And then some more. You'll be amended next. You can't really get anywhere. Thank you. And need to fill up some willpower. Oh wow. Dude, take it easy. Pillage. You got your last turn and then... Okay. Second round. We are all doing pretty well. So I kinda just wanna keep going with this group of people. Why does it zoom out so much? Okay, don't do that. You know I don't like that. And there's another horseborn fighter. Wow. You're in an unfortunate position over there. Ah, you absorb that. There's absorption going on. Where am I needed? I can... Mint. The menders are really cool. I don't know why in the beginning I was like, ugh, what can they even do? Well, they mend. So that's pretty good. There was a critical, and that's him. Stop killing my armor. I need to go take some ranged fighters with me so I can use his reveal weakness. That's two of them gone. And two it in the process. Hello there. Oh yeah. You'll die soon enough. Healing up your shield. Just so they don't do stupid things with you. And that's you. Feel pretty powerful right now. We got a new item. Fish. I think they'll get you. There we go. Okay. Victory. This takes after that should buy me definitely some time. Like this is easy because there's not really the warp monsters beyond the light are becoming increasingly aggressive. Despite the victory, the writing is on the wall. We bought some time so for that, but it's not sustainable. We're going to have fallback before long. Yes. But I noticed on to say like the fightings are pretty easy. Where's the new item? -5 strength? What? No. Why would I wear that? But I feel like here with the houses and the comments, we might have more mistakes to make where we could do the wrong thing. Black suit billows from the Rakshaka shelters in spreading to a bigger house and alarming rate. Fire! Distance shots confirmed. So doesn't right you over here, Valsay, watching from a safe distance. You realize he's talking about Ruga's loyalists who scramble to save their own things from a fire they probably started. So you can help them, you can just be like whatever, they'll... Or I can actually attack them. And I don't know whether that's not the best option, because if we attack them and we get their loyalists down, it's a two-sided thing. It could either mean we attack them and we have them under control and we have less fighting within the city afterwards, or it could mean we don't make it and other people see how we attack them and they're gonna rally to their side and be like, oh yeah, this is what you've been talking about all the time. We see now, but I'm gonna try attacking them. You handshake. Have you ever done something like this before? Is this who we are now? You push the questions aside. The chance to make some of the worst criminals in Aberrang disappear into smoke is too tempting. Finishing the grim work, you wipe blood from your hands. If it means less bloodshed of innocents, you can live with that. Eventually the fire burns itself out, but not before taking a whole street with it. As far as anyone can tell, you are just there to help. Yeah, so that's only gonna lie on her conscience. And it's not an easy choice to make, because my instinct would be help them. But I don't know where that gets us. A livid crowd of horseborn confront each other. You recognize Canary and Didrio amongst them. At their house lay victims of the spat. Canary is waving her javelin threateningly. You can't be certain it has sparked them this time, or who's to blame. Try to find out what happened for the rest of it. Conflict in stars reminds everyone why they're upset. Canary shouts loudly at Deirdre in her own tongue, who responds with a dagger. Canary is a better fighter and turns the blade back on Deirdre. The crowd panics. Horsemen trample anyone in their way as they beat a path. Among the bodies left in their wake is Deirdre, poisoned by her own blade. You never find out what happened. 2 days only. That's not a lot of time. So yeah, I didn't do well with the horseborn, but the walls and the fire should be fine. But 2 days, that's nothing. How are we gonna make it on 2 days? That's like, no. We're gonna be back in Aberrang before soon. This time, the shifting shadows in the corner of your eyes are real, ahead and behind. The others have noticed and are quietly pulling blades, flickering like a school of fish as you press together. An earth-shaking howl echoes of the stone as if surrounding you. Balor somewhere out there. Fear seeps against your will. They're warped everywhere ahead, clustered together so slow your progress. A more dot the horizon. We're so close, says Valgard, and you know his frustration. Charge! Charge and break through the crowd. Why are we waiting for you? Shot. An invitation from Bellara? Push through. We can do this. Oh, we are all wounded. Other than Juno, of course. Because she can't die. We hardly have enough people at all. Let's see. I hope we can make this. This is intense. How often have I said this about this game? I don't know what it's like to watch, honestly, but like playing this is nerve-wracking. Slinger. Thank you for anyone who's with me, who's watching. I really like knowing that you're out there and that you're watching. Um, and I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope you wouldn't know what to do better, because it always feels like, you know, sometimes I'm watching stuff myself, I'm watching other YouTubers, and then it's like, no, obviously do this thing because you'll get killed or something, and then you can't do anything about it. So I hope I'm not making too many stupid choices along the way. Like, you know, taking Ivor and running all the way straight into here. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, they're gonna heal again. I really just want to take out this one. Thank you. Because otherwise it will go underground and then it will actually stop you from having a turn. Which I do not appreciate. Just take some life off so that he doesn't... Ooh, dodged. This should be far enough to... Ah! Right. She can't mend. I keep forgetting because I think she's a mender, but she's a Valka. She's different abilities. He'll go here and prepare to attack past armor. I do need to get some armor down because it only skips 9 armor. What are we doing? Don't do this. Kinda need to attack over here for now. Because I really don't want you to hit anything. But you got barbed stones. A stone hatches into a skull curve not destroyed. Wait. Can I do that? I don't know whether it's good to have it there, but it said if not destroyed, so I want to not have it destroyed. I hope my logic makes sense here. Taking off some of the armor here, so Ditch can attack. He's almost dead. Wow. Yeah, could you attack somebody, please? Thank you. I want to attack for 9. That's a pretty good attack. I wonder how long it takes for the egg to actually hatch. I guess you can just use your willpower to get some of the armor off. Well, we can. And that's it for you. Heals me, gives me willpower, and you can't heal anything anymore. Dodged. Oh, it hatched! Nice, a crit. Aww. I just got there. What are you doing? Don't attack it. It's freshly from exact. Ollie, you're a bit cornered in there. And you don't have any willpower. So let's take some life off there. And what can I do? I can. Oh! Nothing. No more willpower. So attacking it is. Actually, I should start using this. We're all standing pretty close together, but I think it harms them more than it hurts us. Hey. Can't stand next to him to offer some protection with my shield, right? Stop going on Ivor. Oh, sorry guys. Collateral damage. No more armor for you. Oh, we need to attack the one that has 14 life. Cool, even this little thingy can use willpower. Not willpower, but you know, use the attack. Skulk. Can visible and stalk the target. Sure. If all that did was stop it in its track, I am happy. Because he's like the last big hurdle with some life to himself. No! Next turn Ivan could have killed somebody and then he would have had life again. Does it go against my code to attack her? Can't I select them? There you go. Screw you. We are a sorry mess. Nice. Come on, stab at him. What are they gonna do? It's you. Oops, sorry. Should have done it the other way around. I mean, can kill both of them like this. Okay, I mean, we are still alive. Our banner is so tired. It's getting worse, isn't it? I just feel this way. The Warped are becoming more relentless. He's still out there, you say, unnerved that something as massive as Bellower can slip secretly through the darkness. You wrap your sore neck as you step quickly over warped bodies. Keep your eyes open. Oh man, one day, oh, and then I have to go back to Aberrang, and I don't know how often I can do that, because it's not like there's endless things to do. Every time I fail, I have to claw closer in. Comments of aging feet and sore back somehow take your mind to Alfred, or maybe you sense something from the corners of your eyes. Dim ghost of light approaches from the distance, and a Karen rushes to it. Alfred is alone. She shakes her head. He is not interested in talking, she says, but I may have been able to lead him astray. You remind the others not to waste this opportunity and take your place quickly. Where's the tower? Is that the tower? Warped trench bodies ornament this hill like crenellation, some sitting or slumped, all dead. What happened here? Grunts Volgar, pushing one over his foot. Hundreds can be seen from the hilltop, and they look suspiciously arranged. This wasn't a battle, Volgar continues, nodding the same. Juno and Ivan have nothing to add. Wait, what is a warning of some kind for something ahead? I inspect them briefly for clues. The threats' weapons are stowed, but they each suffered from the same piercing wound. They have no signs of food or supplies, and something feels wrong about the way they sit, loosely propped up in a circle looking at each other. It suddenly dawns on you. Mass suicide. These threats appear to have ended each other before the darkness reached them, rather than blistered with life. It leaves a pit in your stomach to wonder if the survivors in Aberrang might do the same. The crown leaves the macabre scene behind. And we are on our last day.
The white tower that looked like a toothpick when I first saw it now soars above our heads, dwarfing any structure made by kings or WoW.
We're so close and we're not getting there?
This is where our troubles began. And with luck, where they will end.
Okay, I feel like this is the last part we can go to Aberrang because we're in the inner circle. Armies have crashed against the steep black cliffs of Aberrang before as they do now. You retreat again, and it was costly, thousands more dead, but necessary. Banshee wails went on long into the encroaching night, but the black rock wall has never been breached, the Menders tell you. Even with so many slaughtered, space is scarce. Aleo nods when you tell me you're going to get some air outside the camp-gathered hills. Survivors camp in different clusters atop the black rock. You wonder how many families soon up on your banner are just memories now. Then you note how strange the silence sounds. The clans have lost their taste for troublemaking, and even the warped have withdrawn. Maybe you're safe up here. Maybe the Mendes are right. We only have the stairs. Fatigue draws you into a stubber. Feels weird to be doing nothing, Aleo says, breaking the sign. Spirits are low. Maybe this would be a good chance to see how everyone's holding up. You consider it. How are you doing? Scrivener scratching diligently at his paper. He looks up. Skirsheth halts whatever conversation he and Ubin were having. Hello, Hunter. Find yourself a little patch of quiet and don't know what to do with yourself? Something like that. The other storm, as the poets say. You start predicting the weather when you've been alone long enough. Or maybe you just think about it more. The old boy stopped scratching notes to talk. Ever seen anything like this before in your many years? You know, I've heard mankind talk being called old and insult, but I never knew why. Now let me think. Well, the fall of Scrimsterd was something to behold, half a city sinking into the silver stone. And Crofheim was even bigger, but something like this? No, it was not. Funny how memories measure worth, isn't it? I remember my companion Gunnolf telling me I look like an eggplant better than I recall a city sinking beneath the waves. That's why I like to write these things down. Scarcer says something in his own tongue and Ubin laughs. He says I don't look like an eggplant. The old wall stopped scratching notes to talk. I've been curious for my detail about Dalalon, the Homespun's homeland. Why don't you ask him yourself? Ubin says a few words to Scarcer, who nods. Ubin translates best he can. I'm a trader. I've traveled more than most, and I've never seen the end of our lands. Maybe they are endless. Men have said it is empty, but they are wrong. The only thing it is empty because they have moved too slow. When the sun stops, we celebrate. It is a blessing, its warmth and freedom. But then the Sherang split our land into pieces. Now each piece is small and empty. I think my kind becomes reckless here. They talk a lot about the brave who try to outrun the darkness. They have already become legend. Many are still running across Dalaland. I like to imagine this. Your city is heavy and cold, and made for men to walk slowly in circles but go nowhere. I'll be glad to see the sun again. He looks a little wistful and nods his head to say he's done. What have you been writing in your book? Stories mostly, but not like the Menders and Skalds, no. The Menders write about what's in the past, and Skalds stretch fantasies about what happened. The historical murdering are mostly useless, if you ask me. Even a perfect record is only good as the man reading it, and most of us aren't that good. You mean we remember things the way that suits us best? You can spin a dozen different molds from the same yarn. Indeed, we're all a bunch of liars at heart. I write stories about people. When someone reveals their own hopes and fears, that's the truth of things, even if it's a lie. Understand? One of the reasons I learned to talk to people, like the husband. I'd like to speak with the Tetch too one day, if they'll have me. I'll leave you to your work. No worries, if you want to talk, I'm glad for the company. Out of curiosity, what are you planning to do with your writings if the darkness overtakes us? Leave it for someone else to find. Ubin's smile suddenly falls from his face as he realizes that it'll become warped. Would you believe I hadn't thought of that? Maybe Horseman could. No, not without a mender. Maybe you could spare a mender to damnation. We'll have to live, there's no way around it. Well, if it's for the papers, then we have to, because the papers have to live. What can you tell me? And then we need to go to the tower. Zephyr's overseeing the menders, looking just as strained, if not more. She calls you by name. I've heard more about you since becoming to Aberrang. Seems like these people owe you a great deal. I didn't do it on my own. Close enough, though. I wish I had supported you better at the gates. And also heard you travel with a name called Ingvar. That seemed like quite a coincidence at first. Ingvar? Do you know Ivor? He's well known, especially amongst the Tretch. They say he once slew a Sandra called Race who carried Bello as child. Ruin was Race's sister. It's my belief that Ruin probably came to Aberrang hoping to find Ingvar. In the face of this darkness, the other Sandra scattered to the wind, but Ruin wanted revenge, even if it meant killing everyone in the way. I think all the people who died in siege was because of Ivor? And I can only imagine it is why Balor chased you all the way to Berskert. Suppose there's no point in secrets anymore. After the Great War, the Valka tried to broker peace with the Church, and mostly succeeded. But one of these conditions was that we delivered the Val named Ingvar. They called him Destroyer. We searched, but we never found. Juna Ivan would almost certainly have recognized him. Did they ever mention this? No, but they nearly let him die in the bridge Dynotov. I wonder, was the decision truly Ingvar's, or... No, it's best not to speculate about such things. You trust your friend Ivor completely? More than completely. Then you were right to let him go, and that itself gives me hope. What's your plan now? To keep that light lit as long as I can. In the early days, the Valk had nearly godlike powers. They spent generations obsessed with immortality. It's become diluted over time, of course. Did you know that the Valkyrs raised the black rock plateau we're standing on, pulled straight out of the earth? The unnatural dark rock is the same material Tretch used to make the armor, believe it or not. That's what long before I was born. Me, I've learned a few tricks. But all I can do now is share the same blind hope that if you just hold out, well, maybe this will be more use to you than me. The Valkyrie retrieves an item from the folds of her clothes and hands it to you. How long do you think we have left? Not long now, maybe the most of your time. I'll let you focus then. I only wish I could have done more. Well, you could have saved Alette, but you know what? Save games will maybe resurrect her. I'll totally upload another video just to check whether she's there, and then maybe I continue a bit, skip the dialogue, see how far we get, see what's different. The Dwarf have not been able to scale the Black Wall since becoming here a day ago. Many want to talk full advantage on the respite, others call it folly. Keeping a full watch now means forcing fatigued and wounded survivors to take turns. Some haven't slept in days. The strong protect the weak, let volunteers take watch. Unfair, some say. Life's unfair, reply others. Stress is starting to see into every decision. Nobody comes away happy, but enough capable men and women volunteer, and the streaming face of a sleeping child convinces you it was the right decision. Basement. A woman comes to you quietly, in confidence. So a whole bunch of the fools, she confides. Drunk as bulldogs, laughing it up down there. Some of them have snuck downstairs to take advantage of the dwindling meat. Join us, Hunter, they chortled, when you go to look for yourself. Can't take it with you. Maybe they have a point. On the other hand, these supplies could have stretched out for days. They spy Trigby amongst them, slapped a cup from his hand. It rattles on the floor. Siwachi continues to bounce, as if on its own, until the whole room rumbles and shakes. Flagstone bursts around your feet, and the warped claw their way from underneath. Terror tracks the sluggards to their feet. It must be what their warped have been up to this whole time. Fan slows the man, pulling down the barrel into the warp and knocking back along. Fan them all! We have to save the supplies. Without supplies, we're gone. Leave the meat alone, you shout angrily, pushing a man to stairs. And send them real help if you're going to be useless. Quickly. More warp stretch themselves up in the basement. An eternity later, your backup comes clumping down the stairs. What took you so long? You shout. It's not just here, Ololo replies. They're coming up all over the plateau. Then we send them back in the dirt quickly. Okay, need to win another fight. And my team is all good. 3 to all talents. Oh, wait. This should be good. My core team is still going strong. Did you do this? Then I go back to the White Tower. Then we should have it, right? What in the depth? You fighting with us, mister? Okay, let me already knock the first one out. I think the music is not really helping with me feeling anxiety about everything. Not so anxious. I don't know whether it's the right way to say it. But like, I'm so on edge and stressed. I will hit the 2 of you with a roundhouse slam. Leave me alone. I'll take up his armor. Oh shit, using her poison skill. I don't know why I haven't used that in a while. Definitely gonna use your confuse. Not her confused, she's a different character. Okay, you will mend. Like, one bike is like the others for me, it seems. Let's see whether I can poke you. Please, no healing. That's you. Stop sucking on my brains with your testicles. I feel like we've talked about this before. Udon sure is a great fighter. But I guess there's a reason he's lived that long. That's okay. Not quite where I wanted to go, but I'll take it. But yeah. I'm kind of sad as well that this game seems to be coming to an end. Because I greatly enjoy it. I'll play it some more in my own time, but I do enjoy doing these recordings. Pokey pokey, next one's gone. There'll be a second round. Who healed? Oh! Ah. Completely didn't see you. But it's fine, it's not like this is gonna change much. You're still done for. Scrivener! Hello there. I think you and I might need to have a quick chat about what you're allowed to do and whatnot. That costs so much movement. Well, I guess if nobody's around to heal, it doesn't really matter whether you can heal. Mend some armor, because I definitely want to have him with me. What you doing? There we go. Pillage. That's a pity hit. You rest some. Rest some. Get out of the willpower train. And end this. Okay. Anybody that needs to go? Not really. This is such a great team. That's quite a few, lot more. Okay. Yes, not pin. I want to poison this one. Nice, it was also crit. There's more sucking going on here. What are your other abilities? Breathe. Allows movement to any unoccupied. Oh, right. I remember that. Well, let me heal him. Or mend him, mend his armor. Where are you going? You're just kind of standing in the way. Shove back armor. Was this, right? Knockback. And hits armor. Oh, there's gonna be a third wave. Okay, just wanting to get some more poison at least this turn. Yes, you fight too, right? No healing, please. Can't get to you. Poison you for some. Like, I'm not worried that I won't make this because it seems so clear that I will. Prefer to constantly the armor. I have some really strong attacks. Deflected. Oh, he just died. And he just died. That was a crit. Okay, he died, he exploded. See what I can do about you. Because I don't really like you and your magic. Who's left? You're left. Not really. Come on, where are you going? Don't do that. He had to kill ya. Yep, yep. No hurting my mender. Okay, let's see who I want to renew for the third wave. And this should really buy us time. I think I might want to exchange the mender. Other than that, I am ready. Let's do what we must. Let's take care of you first. Don't want any of that anymore. $21 life is a lot. Okay. Gotcha. No magic here. Or spell weaving, or however you want to call it. Gotta take you out next. Don't attack me, please. This is the last wave of them. There was a crit, so he's gone. Okay. Dodged. Whew. Oh, he's dead. Okay. This will be alright. We got this. I don't really want to walk through that right now because I have to stand on there. 21 life is a lot. Oh, but he dodged. You will be poisoned, mister. So that's it for you. You just keep taking off their armor. He's doing an amazing job. Oh, we got an item. Again. You're not gonna make it for long, are you now? Whew! Okay, and that should definitely buy us time to finish off what we started. But I will probably end this episode here because this is like... I why don't you save everything in this episode? But no, I think it's... it's going on for a bit longer. And if not, then I'll soon upload like another 10-minute video. Oh god. I wonder how well, like, what is the highest number of days you can instantly get? Okay, let's stop this here because this is getting very long and I am getting somewhat tired and I want to be all there and all energy when I continue. So I'll see you soon. You know, the latest tomorrow with some more minutes of gameplay. Until then.